Hi everyone, so welcome back to another video. In last video, we created a AWS account and also we run our project in localhost and we saw what are the features that we have added in that project, and also we did some minor adjustment for in order to run that project properly in our server, right? So if you are still confused about that, I'm attaching my repository along with this video. You can go through it. Okay. So once your code is ready for deployment, we can sign in our AWS account and we can talk little about all the services that we are going to use. Okay, and also we can rent a server, we can buy a server, we can create a EC2 instance in AWS. Okay, so let's get into that. So let me open my AWS account. So here it is. I am signed in as a root user. Okay, so we haven't created a IAM user. Okay, so I get inside my account. So what are the thing we needed to do? You will get, okay. So basically you can see that it is actually set into Stockholm. So we want to change that into the nearest place. So right now I'm in Bangalore. So the nearest place is Mumbai. Okay, you can set according to your location. So what are the services that we are going to use? Obviously, first one is IAM user and next one is EC2 instance. Okay, what else? S3 bucket. Yeah, it is S3. And in order to map our domain, we can use Route 53. And is there anything else? Okay, if there is anything else, we can go that later. Okay. So what are these features basically? Okay, I will talk little about IAM user. Okay. So normally what will happen now? Basically, we will not actually not give that the root user password and username to everyone, because all the things related to our project is controlled by that root user. Okay, so if someone is actually only using our S3 packet, we only want to give the permission for that only. Okay, so what we will do, we will create a user inside our root user and we can give that credential to another person, so that that person can only access those services that we are allowed, right? So normally in industry that will happen. You will not, when you started to work, you will not get the root user password and credential. Basically you will get a IAM user credential. All the features that you are going to use, it will assign to you using a security group. So what I'm going to do, I am going to create a IAM user straight away. Yeah, here is a user, so I can create a user. So I'm just giving name Mufil. Yeah, I'm actually providing access to console. So I'm using IAM user, so I can give a custom password. I'm just giving Mufil at 1234. So you should save that password. mm, yeah, I'm just giving Mufil at 1234. I'm just, okay. Yeah, so I can add to a user group. So I'm just creating a group as well. So I'm using this user in order to manage my S3. Okay. So in order to use our S3 bucket, I am using this user. So what I'm doing, I am just giving name S3 group. I'm creating a security group as well. Let me S3, yeah. Amazon S3 full access. I'm creating that groups. And I'm actually adding this user into S3 group. Okay, I'm going to next. If you want, actually you can add. Basically, it is you adding a tag value is actually able to understand easily. Basically, I'm just adding S3 user full access. Okay, create user. So once you did, you can actually download all the password and his credential. Basically, you can basically download that one. So yeah, we did that one. So, and also what I'm doing is that actually I'm creating a access key as well. Okay, basically when we go inside our project, okay, there will be some password protection or some kind of protection in order to understand that user is actually using that one. Okay, so for each user we can create a access key for that. So in order In order to use that user mufil, I am actually creating an access key as well. Okay, so okay, I'm choosing this option. You can follow these steps. I'm not going deep into this one. Once you read, you can easily understand. This is for CLI command line interface. This is for local code. I'm just uh, taking option third party services. So okay. So here also I can give a tag value. So mufil access key. So I'm just creating access key. You can see that you will get an access key over there. So you should save it somewhere else. Okay. Let me save somewhere. It is access key and it is secret access key. Okay, I successfully saved. And you can actually download this one. Done. Okay, so we have all set. So what else we can do? We can actually log into our IAM user. So let me open another tab. AWS. Okay. So here we are. So I am going to sign in. So right now what you can do is that you can use this IAM user. Once you open that credential that we are earlier time we are actually downloaded that one. So let me go into that actually. You can now open that one as well. Okay, so you will get an account ID. Okay, this is my account ID. Okay, so name is Mufil and password is Mufil at 1234. Yeah, actually I signed in. So you can see that in this account you don't have all the permission. You will only get few permission only. Okay, because it is a IAM user, it is not a root user. So if you try to access something else, so okay, let me try that EC2 instance. Mm, yeah, you can see that there is some error is coming up because I'm not allowed to use these services. Okay, but when I open that S3 services, S3 bucket, I will get access for this one. So basically I created that IAM user in order to manage my S3 bucket. So I can actually create a bucket here. So I'm creating a bucket as well. So my project is expense tracker. Why we are actually using S3 services? Basically you already saw that in our expense tracker project. Once we click that download button, we can actually download that entire expenses into a text file, right? So we need to store that text file somewhere in our cloud. Then we can access through a URL, right? So in order to show that, we need a S3 bucket, right? Okay. So if you are not using that services, you don't want to create this S3 bucket, you can skip this entire portion. Okay. So let me do this as well. So we are not much concerned about security right now. We are actually doing this for learning purpose. So I'm actually turn offing these security things. So it ACL is enabled. And yeah, I'm allowing this public access and I'm acknowledging this as well. Bucket version is a kind of thing you can track that what are the changes happening. Even if you deleted that file from your S3 bucket, you still can access that one. So for that actually we were enable that versioning. It's not necessary. If you want, you can enable that one. So yeah, this encryption is enough for us. Bucket key. Okay, it is enable. Okay, fine. So let me create that bucket. Your name should be unique. Yeah, you can see that it is not unique. So expense tracker demo, it is already exists. So let me try expense tracker Mufil. Okay, I think it's available. Let me create a bucket as well. Yeah, you can see that that bucket is actually created. Right. So everything is set. Still one thing is actually pending. So we need to create a instance as well. So let me go back to my root user. So right now you can see here is here is the root user. So let me open S3 bucket. So let me show you that the root user can access the entire thing. Okay. So you can see that expense tracker is accessible with the root user as well. Okay. So we created with IAM user. So I'm going to open my EC2 instance. So yeah, so let me launch my instance. Okay, I should give us some name. So it should be expense tracker server, right? Yep. So I'm choosing the latest option, Amazon Linux. Make sure that it is free tier eligible. It is free tier eligible. We don't want to give some amount for that. And also we should create a key pair for a authentication. So I'm just creating a new key pair. I'm just giving Mufil Rahman. Okay, it's fine. So it is RSA, PEM file, create new file. Okay, you can actually create that PEM file. Okay, you should keep that one because in order to access that server, we want that file. Okay, so keep that somewhere safe. And I'm actually going to create a security group. Okay, and what else? I am allowing HTTP and HTTPS traffic. Yeah, it's fine. Let me launch my instance. It will take some time. Okay, so all right, it is actually launched. Yeah, so it will take some time. Okay, you will get a public IP address and a private IP address. In order to access our server, all those things, we will use that private IP address, and there will be a public IP address to use in order to once we serve our project. What will happen, you can actually get our project or your application through the public IP address. Users can access our public IP addresses. All right, so what else? Yeah, we need to connect with our server. We will do that as well in this session. So there are multiple options over there. I am using that the simplest method, so you can choose the first option itself. You can just click connect. So you can see that we are inside our server. So basically it is our laptop. Okay, so we are inside that laptop, so we can download things, we can set up things, and we can run our code in this laptop or in this server. So but there is no GUI thing. Okay, there is no user interface. We need to use this command line. Okay, this terminal. So there are some basic commands. Okay, we will once we will deploy our project, we can go through it as well. Okay, so this is all about today's video.